Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you an NFL Week 1 preview between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Now let's look at the Bengals offense in this game. I look at the offensive line. Jeff Fain, Kevin Zeitler, Chris Bowling, those guys have to own the line of scrimmage. That's a huge battle they have to have up front with Haloti Ngata, Terrence Cody. You look at Pernell McPhee, they have to win that battle. If the Bengals can control the offensive line, it goes a long way to getting BenJarvus the football and having him be effective. And don't be afraid to utilize a lot of ace formations. You have 2 tight ends, you actually have 3 that you can get in the ball game. Donald Lee is the second tight end, along with Orson Charles, a rookie, and you have a very talented starter in Jermaine Gresham. So you can use those ace formations to widen out the defense and give you extra protection in the passing game. And you want to take those timely shots deep down the field with AJ Green, Armand Benz and company, Tate. You want to take those timely shots downfield to loosen up that pressure of the front 7 of the Ravens. Now defensively, I look at the matchup between Leon Hall and Torrey Smith. That's a battle I can't wait to see. 2 young, promising players going at it. Week 1, Hall has to win that ball game. That's a deep threat for the Baltimore Ravens. Keep him at bay by jamming him at the line of scrimmage. And you want to flush Flacco out, not up. Get him going left to right. Don't get him stepping up in the pocket and attacking, because Flacco has a strong arm. He could easily make plays downfield, and the linebackers have to play downhill versus the running game. If they can do so, I think the Bengals can do a great job of getting the Ravens off the field and gaining possessions for their own offense. The X factor for the Bengals has to be BenJarvus Green-Ellis. If they can get this young man going enough to where he can control the pace of the game, then that goes a long way for the Bengals being able to do what they want to do offensively. Now, I also look at the Ravens in this ball game. When you look at what they do offensively, Ray Rice versus the linebackers in the passing game. Very underrated receiver out of the backfield. Get him the football quickly. If the Bengals are going to bring pressure, screen passes, dump off passes, he can do some damage, making one miss and getting upfield. And you want to isolate Taylor Mays, their strong safety in coverage. Find ways to get him isolated in coverage, and I think they can have a chance. Now, you look at Cam Cameron's play calling. He has to be in sync with what's going on in the ball game. Flacco is ready to break out and be a top 5 quarterback in this league. Call some pass plays, test out that Bengals secondary, and I also look at the defensive side of the football. They want to bracket AJ Green and force those other receivers to make plays consistently. AJ Green is their star. Bracket him, force those other guys to be the go-to guy. And I look at Bernard Pollard taking on Jermaine Gresham. That's a big matchup that Pollard will have to win, because I'm pretty sure that they will go to Gresham early and often, try to establish the middle of the field in the passing game. And you want to be alert for personnel groupings. The Bengals do have some unique situations they could put you in by just different personnel groupings. Very deep, talented roster they have. X factor for Baltimore has to be Jacoby Jones. He has to come in and be that auxiliary player, that third receiver to take some pressure off Torrey Smith and also Anquan Bolden, and also quiet as kept those tight ends. So I look for Jacoby Jones to have a solid day. Now you look at the positional breakdowns in this ball game. I think the quarterback advantage has to go to Flacco. Again, this guy's on the verge of being a top 5 quarterback. Running back easily goes to Baltimore. I think the Bengals have the advantage at the receiver position, and I give the advantage to the tight ends. 2 tight ends, Pitta and also Dixon for the Baltimore Ravens. And here's where it gets tricky. I think they're even at the offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, and secondary, and special teams. This is a very talented Bengals ball club, and there's a reason why I picked them to finish first in the AFC North in my preseason predictions. But this is a talented team. They have to prove that they have the offensive consistency to beat teams like Baltimore, like Pittsburgh. If they can do so, then yes, they can win the AFC North. But when you look at this game, you have to wonder where these teams are right now. And I say playing in Baltimore weighs heavily on my decision here, because I like the Ravens to get out the gate ready to start the season with a bang. And I look for Flacco, who's playing out of his mind right now, to help Baltimore win this ball game. This is a very good Baltimore Ravens ball club, and this is a very good Bengals ball club. But right now, the Baltimore Ravens offense is a lot more ahead of where the Bengals are offensively. Plus, I don't trust the Bengals running game, especially going against that Ravens defense. So take Baltimore in Week 1.